Good morning. Good evening. Good time zone. We are back with some more Supermarket Simulator. Chuck. Are you doing good? Okay. So, we got little to no money. We got little to no money. That is problematic because our storage is empty. That is a problem. But anyway, we will sort that out. We got dog food and cat food and all the shenanigans. Yeah. Hey, buddy. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good day. Holy moly. Puddle Jumper, thank you so much for 25 months. Holy moly. That is almost a year. Wow. Just wow. I got to see the eclipse despite crazy clouds being at work until 20 minutes before totality. Woohoo! But do you know what's better than the eclipse? Dup. Randomart. No, I hope that you all had a wonderful eclipse experience. You know, that you all say, oh wow. Oh wow. Because for a lot of people, that is a once in a lifetime experience, and that is of course awesome. Awesome. It was just amazing, as I remembered from 2017. Okay, once in a lifetime, maybe not. Yeah, it's the same like I had, 7 years ago, but once in a lifetime experience. Now it is special because you don't have it every day. I get it. Everyone should see a total eclipse at least once in their lifetime. That's right. As I say, if you never experience it, you have to. You will say, wow. But if you have experienced that, then you will say, wow. So, what we have to do today is, at first, get a little bit of money, and then we will have to get some more shells, because that is a situation that is horrendous. So, let's go. Hey, let's go. We will order everything, just everything, and then I will edit everything. One of everything. And then we will see how far we can go with that. We will see. I had to drive 12 hours to see the last one. This one literally passed over my backyard. Woohoo! I mean, this one crossed the whole United States from one side to the other side. So you were really... the totality, of course, is a very narrow area. But I would say it was very, very well to see for a lot of people. And And that's awesome, of course. Awesome, 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 awesome. You will get to see it. When is the next one? You know, a lot of people, oh, well, I slept in, I didn't see it. When is the next one? And then 2075. Oh, okay. I will set my alarm this time. So, I would say that's a lot of stuff here. Let's throw that in. Bum 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 ba da 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 dum. Ba bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba ba bum. Do 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 do. Do 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 bum bum bum. So there's a total eclipse somewhere in the world every 16 to 18 months. It's a lot of time. It's over the ocean. I mean, that makes sense because, you know, the majority of the surface of the planet that you are living on is majority ocean. So that's that. So we will see. And of course, a lot of people mainly see a partial eclipse, but as some people mentioned, or you as well, can be cloudy a little bit, and then the experience is not that good. Best, of course, if you get it somewhere in summer season, where the chances that the weather is super clear is way higher. But hey, Skylar, how are you doing today? Do Skylar. No, but in general, I hope, of course, that everyone had the chance to, you know, to take a little step back from their regular days, look into the sky and say, wow, 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 wow. Because that is what is really unique about such an event. It is not you know, it is not a horrendous event. It's just astonishing. Make you think for a little, saying, wow. While other events will, you say, oh yeah, we got an earthquake. And everyone, oh yeah, I was fearing I'm about to die. So that is not a event that is uniting people. But looking in the sky and getting a little bit of a, you know, sunburn in your eyeballs, yeah, that's cool. So we ordered a lot of stuff that we don't need. That is bad, 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 bad. We ordered a lot of stuff that we don't need. That is bad. Sounds dumb, but it's literally right and what night and day between a partial and total solar eclipse. 100%. 100%. But I think I said yesterday already, you know, unfortunately, you know, it is, the moon is a little small. If the moon would be a little bigger, then, you know, it would really suddenly get pitch black. That would freak out the people for sure. So it is more like in an event where you say, wow, 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 wow. And it's not so ominous and super dark that you feel like, okay, the end is near. I stopped working to stare in the sun. Nice. I hope you had some protection on. Because this is what I always say, people, you know, don't forget your protection. Protect yourself Do 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 do. You gotta protect yourself. And we get the butter. It was like 90% cloudy here, but I found a hole in the clouds just in time. Nice. It was pretty incredible to be able to step out on my front step to see the eclipse. Nothing cool happens in Ohio, so it was nice. No, that's not right. There's a lot of cool things that are happening in Ohio. You know, whenever I hear something in the news about certain states, then I assign it to some of you that I know of, which state they're coming from. And then I say, wow, look at that. This is where Scott is from. Ohio. You know? Easy it is. And then you recognize how cool are some places in the world. But I think you have a different look onto it. I always say it's the same when you are having people coming from abroad or from other states or even from other cities, and they ask, what are the attractions that I can visit in your town? And you say, well, there is a museum. Never been there, but I heard it's good. Just because you are there, you don't even, acknowledge, recognize, or use it. And everyone else said, oh, wow, that's so cool. I think it's a matter of perspective. Hey, nooba. Today I'm random again. Yes, I always wear protection. Correct. My papa even was wearing glasses. I've seen that. That's so cool. Our moon is huge compared to the size of our planet. But the sun is small. So this would mean that we have a good eclipse. Well, maybe you're right. Maybe the eclipse on, I don't know, a planet like Saturn are way better because there are so many moons that you say, okay, it's eclipse. Today at 7, at 9, at 12, and then at 1 again. That must be wild. I mean, we are limited to this little one moon only. So, we got a lot of stuff. I think this buying one of every kind is a strategy. We could go for that. No steak because we got it already. Got it already. And whenever I know that something is missing or that we are short of, then we can just buy an additional piece, you know? That's for sure an option. Dum. No total solar eclipse on Mars. Because the moon is too small. Maybe. Imagine the moon, the sun, and the earth. By the moon and the sun and the earth. They would be in one line and rotating in one line. So that you would have it, you know, every month. That would be wild. If you like the idea of multiple moons, I highly recommend 3 Body Problem on Netflix. Very nice series. I don't have no Netflix here. And I swear, ooh, you know that song? I don't know who was the singer, or was it a band? Something like that. I think it was a band. I swear by... Oh gosh. I don't know. I would say it's 90s or so. John Michael Montgomery. Pink Floyd. Oh my goodness. Boys to Men. Yes, that sounds right. But who's John Michael Montgomery? And why am I heathen? Da, 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 da. Oh. All my friends are heathen. No, we will not sing it today. No, we will not sing. No, no, no. It won't happen. So... Dang it. Now I have, what the heck is their name? Heathen by... I listen to a lot of songs of this band. It's a two-man band. Heathens. Here we go. 21 Pilots. Yeah. Some years ago. Sing, sing a song. Sing out loud, sing it strong. I do not sing. John Michael Montgomery is such a throwback. Do I know this guy? Or is it a band? John Michael Montgomery. It's an American singer. Okay, okay.
Traveling for 2 weeks, but I am finally back to see best streamer less than 3 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 less than 3.
Yeah! Happy Hannibal! How are you doing today? Thank you so much. 18 months! Holy moly. That is almost a year, I'm 100% sure. So... I think I've never seen this John Michael Montgomery. He's wearing a hat on his head. Yes. The words are meant to be pronounced the same way. Do-do-do-dum. So, oh my goodness. A lot of albums, a lot of singy songs. May I say I don't know any of that? But it's okay. I know there are certain music thingies that I'm really not all too educated about. So many less than threes. All the less than threes. Thank you so much. He's a country artist. Yeah. I just looked it up and he was wearing a hat. So it makes sense, you know. Hey, how you doing? Not educated on music, is very educated on supermarket, of course. I mean, you can be educated in music but not know all the music, you know. And this is how I see it. Because there's such a variety of music in general that you say, wow, you can't know it all, you know? Or let's say you can't keep up with it. Because, you know, every day someone brings out a new song, a new album, a new this, a new that. And then, yeah, you have to learn your whole life. Every day. Dang it! Yeah, I'm sorry. I was into 21 Pilot a lot of time. listening to the music. It's really awesome. Everyone that don't know their music should listen to their music. Maybe not just the bangers that you are hearing on the regular radios. Ah, we are out of monies already. So we gotta open our store right now. We gotta open it. The band is All for One. That's the song you're thinking of. 'Cause this is all for one and all for love. No. I swear it was All for One. It was not Boys to Men. Okay. But they were both some kind of, I don't know, early 2090s music or so. I am not sure. And that's how Sue sees it. Whatever other way, they copied it. Of course. And that is really good about music. I know a lot of people will hate me for that. I mean, do I ever have takes that people get angry about? Never, I would say, right? I always get the full, understanding of people, especially here in my chat, saying, yeah, Rando, you're so right. Fully agree with your takes. Sometimes a copy can be better than the original. Du-du-du-dum. Du-du-du-dum. I dare you to listen to it and not cry. He's one of those boy bands. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know even some people will say, okay, the boy bands, they are not all the same. Backstreet Boys take that One Direction, New Kids on the Block, NSYNC and whatnot. They are not the same, and that's right. They are not the same, even though that they were built with similar intentions. You know, to go after a certain age of people that have to listen to them, and that get this, punched in their throat every day. But yeah, they're all different, I would say. Some are better, some are not so much. Some are more like an act of, wonderful entertainment, and others are more like, can they really sing? Or is it more the computer? But that is applicable to a whole bunch of artists. But as long as people enjoy the music, there's nothing wrong about it. I'm not one of those that says, oh yeah, you have to be an absolute purist of music. So if they are not singing live and the voice is marvelous, then that's no real music. No. Everyone should listen to the music they enjoy. I've been listening to the songs since early 90s and never cry to it. I always cry. But this is because I'm a very sensitive person. And that's okay. That's okay. If you don't cry, I swear, it is fine. No, but yeah, as I said, some songs are better done by some artists than others. So a copy or a mix can be better. So you're saying you don't want to join my boy band? we're all going to get our ears pierced and hair dyed blonde tomorrow. No, 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 no. A boy band is about not all looking the same. They have to attract different styles so that the people can choose from who they like more. The Beatles were the first boy band. And now we reach territory of hot takes. I know a lot of people like the Beatles. So in case you like them, maybe, just put down your headset for a second or two. But the Beatles are overrated because they were the first. And the quality of their music is mid at best. And I know a lot of people were absolute fans and, with passing out and whatnot. But I can say if they would bring up the music today, nobody would give a dime. It's just the mood of the time. So, thank you for joining my little TED Talk, and everyone else, you can take your headphones back on, and everything is fine. Bob's Burger is an amazing show. It is awesome, absolutely. If you have never watched Bob's Burgers, you should. That is, for example, absolutely underrated. Not a lot of people know about it, but it's one of the best shows. I don't know why you are rioting. Overrated? Oh my god, were the Beatles technically teens when they started, though? That's kind of Hallmark. No, they. I mean, at that time, the market was not the teenager as it is today, or let's say the last 20 years, where it's addressed to the 12 and 13-year-olds. I think the Beatles were more to the grown-up teenagers, so 18, 19. Hello, police. This guy right here, arrest him. But the Beatles were fantastic. I know. For their time, they were absolutely fantastic. But, that's my personal opinion. As I said, you can cancel me for that. You can hate me for that. It's absolutely fine. But nowadays, that would not work. Music changes. Who knows what they would have come out. What with had they came out today? Yeah, 100%. But as I say, you can listen to, for example, when I listen to Elvis, then I would say, okay, even that is something like, I don't know, 50s or whenever that was. You can no, not you, but I can understand why Elvis was famous and whatnot. I mean, not the dancing, because this was just silly. And but I don't have this with the Beatles, You cannot compare the Beatles with today's music. No. Of course not. But when I listen to it today, this is what I mean, for me it's like, yeah, whatever. But Elvis, for example, that was a way of making music that I understand. I don't have that with Elvis. It's absolutely fine. I know. It was quite controversial, but I had to bring it up. I can't not. No, the Beatles, I don't know. I don't even, out of my head, do I even have one song in my head where I say, okay, that was maybe a banger? Not really. No, that was Pink Floyd. No, I don't know. I would say Pink Floyd were more influential than the Beatles. Totally different music, I know. I don't think you have been exposed to the right Beatles music. You might say so, but when I go down a rabbit hole, I listen to it all. And especially when people say, "Oh, you don't know," then I want to know, and then I feel okay. And now that I know, my opinion stands still. I don't know the White Album, I only know the Black Album, and this one comes... Which one was the Black Album? Was it Metallica? I think it was Metallica. I mean, naming albums by colors is kind of wild. But I think the Beatles were more a product of their time. I think there was a war or something around because a lot of their songs are themed in that direction. The Beatles had that song. I think it's called... It was so good. Yeah, Vietnam. Yeah, I understand. That's why. There's always for a lot of music that is influential or was influential at the time. There's always world events, political events, something around the line that makes it, worth. But if you're listening it out of the timely context, then of course, yeah. What is the Yellow Submarine about? I don't know. I think this was Beatles, right? Stay hydrated. It still translates today. Yeah and nay. I don't want to put shades onto any of the music that you like. I'm just saying, for me personally, how I always, value music is, does it make something stretch time? No. Just started 30 ago. Does the music make something with me? Do I feel the music? And when I listen to the Beatles, then to me it's like, yeah, okay. It's like listening to the weather forecast to a location that is 1,000 miles away. It makes nothing with me. And that is, it's kind of sad, of course, because I know a lot of people are invested in this music, but yeah. You can play the Dirty Dancing soundtrack and it makes something with me. The Beatles? Nah. Meh. If you know what I mean, where I come from. Or I can cry to I Swear. But I can't cry to a Yellow Submarine. Not till an hour and a half into an hour and then we go. I think that's a good time, It's somehow like in school, university, so 1.5 hours or around that time is what you can sit still and without any major harm to your bodies. But above that time, oh no, 2 hours is a little long. But I know in some countries lectures are defined by 60 minutes, in others by 30 minutes, or anything between 30 and 60 minutes, and then of course the double about. What about Blackbird or While My Guitar Gently Weeps? What? And this sounds like some titles of the movies that I would never watch. But as I say, you know, some people are really into this music. They know a lot about it. They have a certain feeling, or they can associate a certain situation where they got exposed to that music the first time. And this is how a lot of music gets into people's life, you know. Of course, there's this cliche where you say, oh, yeah, I heard this music the first time. I was in a club and I saw this person and I fell in love and I was only 16 years old. And I've never seen that person again. The only thing that stayed with me was the music that played that moment. Do-do-do-dum, do-do-do-dum, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-dum-dum. Not sure, one song I can always go back to and jam at is Virtual Insanity by Jamiroquai. Yes, of course. For example, Jamiroquai, I know, not very well, of course, but the very famous songs, and that was when I heard that music, I think it was 90s, 2000, something like that. Then I understand why people like this music. It's not that I would say, oh yeah, I need a Jamiroquai album and I need to listen to it over and over again. But a single song for sure I could have on the loop. And I understand this because of the breaks and how the music is done and stuff. Hey, Ghost Town! I'm not a huge Beatles fan, but I recognize their greatness regardless. Absolutely, okay. I would put that statement into question, how you reacted but I understand that, of course. And that's why I say, sometimes I listen to music even though that I'm not a fan of. For example, Elvis. I would never say that I'm a fan of Elvis. What do I know about them? Him? Yeah, I think it was a single person. What do I know about it? Nothing. But when I listen to it, then I say, okay, that makes sense. Why people, enjoy it, or what is different about it. And as I said, but maybe it's the quality of the music, not the music itself, but how it was recorded. I mean, the Beatles, some songs, they feel like they were, to me, it feels like they were recorded in a trash can. Was it the type of music that they wanted to make, or was it just a lack of technology? I don't know. It's not that I say it's trash. I'm just saying because it has this metallic stuff to it, where I say, okay, that hurts my ears. So, I'm not saying it is trash, but when you have like this, a metal trash can, and you put your head in there, and then you sing. This is how it sounds, and of course, their music is, from my recognition, also very not metal, but sounds very like this. I don't know if it's intended. I assume so. Or maybe it's a lack of quality recording. Okay, we bought pulp again. Dang it! I don't need no pulp no more. Hey! Ice cream! Leave this rack alone. Music is released differently. The people don't have to buy the whole album. They get one song they like. 100%, and that is absolutely amazing. So with this ability of getting music by a single song, people don't have to be super invested into music, and so they can find a lot of more music by saying, okay, I like this song. So you go down the rabbit hole and say, okay, maybe I can get some more songs of that band or that singer or whatnot. And that is really, really good. Well, in the past, I think you had to buy a whole album or so. That's why when people are referring to music or of when they're referring to historic music, then they say, okay, do you know this album or this album? And not two single songs. So it makes sense, of course, but it is something at a time. But how sad is that? Only one song or from an album that might contain brilliance if you listen to the whole thing. I fully get that, of course. You're missing out, but this is an individual decision to miss out. You know, you can also say, okay, I want to listen to more of that artist. Give me all of that artist. Because, you know, I like Shake It Off. Now I want to listen to all of the music of the wonderful billionaire musician that I will not name in here, else people will say, oh my god, you're such a fanboy. And but if you do not have this single song, then you don't even have the access to their music entirely. Calling the Beatles trash can music. I didn't say that. I only said the quality of their recordings sounds like that. You know, it's like when you are listening to the first recordings that were on vinyl and with these old, I don't know what these players are called, from the 1920s or so. You can hear that it was a lack of technology to make these songs sound great. If some of them would be recorded with today's technology, they would for sure be superstars. But you know, when you only hear a little in the background, then of course you say that's maybe not that good. And that's what I hear when I hear the Beatles. It is not unique to the Beatles, of course. And there's a lot of music. I don't know if it, as I said, I don't know if it was 50s or 60s, something around the time, maybe 70s. But you can hear at certain times that the music has a certain quality in a kind of recording. Calling out 40-year-old songs for not having digital quality. I'm not calling it out. I'm just saying I hear it, and to me it is. How do I? It is not trash. Of course not, because it means a lot to people. But the quality with today's standards, and I mean the ears have not changed. So it's not that humans developed ears in the last 20 years. But I think you understand what I mean. I'm such an old dog that way. I refuse to buy singles. Either I'll like a band enough to buy the album or I don't. Even with MP3 albums. That sounds... yeah, okay, it's an attitude, I would say. It has nothing to do with the age. But you can, with these streaming things or YouTube and whatnot, you can listen to a whole lot of music. You don't have to buy it. And what I always say is buying something is a commitment itself. You don't have to commit to anything if you are streaming music, if you are listening to it on some streaming platform, and that is fine. Have we bought everything already? I'm not sure. Were we going down everything though? We haven't done here chicken legs and stuff, right? Hey, 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 chicken leg. Do 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 chicken leg. Bum 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 bum. And what I always like is when more people are getting into music just by incident, you know, hearing a certain song and then checking out what is that song, and then they find a band that they may like, you know. It's not that they say, oh yeah, I listened to Yellow Submarine, now I want to have the 500 albums of the Beatles. It's not working like that, but at least, you know, they get exposed to a certain music that they otherwise would not listen. Never seen a streamer dig such a big hole before. Wow. I said it was a little bit controversial, but it's fine, you know. I can explain my reasoning. It's not that I want to hate on music or whatnot. If that makes sense. By the way, sorry Rando, the Beatles kicked it. I mean, they did for sure. Billionaire Music, Elon has a music album out. No, the wonderful, what is their name? Oh my goodness. The Shake It Off lady. The one that is together with Travis Kelce. Or were together, I don't know how long that lasts. The Taylor Swift. Now I got it. I'm on the side. I apologize too. I grew up in the South, loving metal music in the 80s. I'm used to nobody agreeing to my musical taste, and I don't care. And that's fine. As I say, you know, you can listen to all the music, and nowadays it's even easier to get into music that is not, you know, shared with your peers, because everyone can listen to their own mix, to their own kind of music. I loved Iron Maiden and their melodic guitar harmonies. Seen them live in the 80s 4 times. Oh well, oh wow. Yeah. Mrs. Iron Maiden or Mr. Iron Maiden, I don't know. Were they in the 80s, I assume? I cannot name a single song, single album. I assume they are rock music. Maybe metalish. But I don't know them. And that's fine. MJ was incredible. Yeah, some people might even say he was the GOAT, but others say LeBron is the GOAT. So, we don't know. Oh, Michael Jackson. Whoopsie. It's rolling over and it's great with these comments. Yeah, I don't know. Michael Jackson, I don't understand. That is similar. Some people say the best who ever walked on this planet in regards of music. And to me, it's like... What the heck is that music? So, but it is fine. You know, music, as I explained earlier, is very individual. Some people say, yeah, that's the best. And others say, yeah, okay. If only I would understand the music as you do. I wasn't into music because of ancient genres. I've recently realized Prince was an amazing artist when it came to playing instruments. Prince, the artist formerly known as whatever, for sure, when I listen to this music, I understand it. Not the whole music, but I understand why people say, okay, he was great, he was awesome, whatnot. And I know whatever artist I now say or acknowledge, let's say, the fans of the fans of the Beatles will say, okay, you say Prince is cool, but you know who laid the foundation of Prince? The Beatles were. Totally judging around you. Oh my god. No. As I said, you know, I maybe I understand why people like it, but it's not for me, and that's why I say I don't understand it. But it's okay. It's okay. Don't get mad at me. Please. Everyone should have their own music. And that's what I always say, you know. If you like to listen to, I don't know, Britney Spears, go for it. Listen to the Queen of Pop. If you like to listen to, I don't know, Beyonce, go for it. Listen to the Queen of Pop. If you like, I don't know, Adele, go for it. If you like Katy Perry, go for it. But you know, it is not that one is better than the others because of this and that and whatnot. Some are more the pure musicians. Others are more like an experience or telling a story with their music. And some are just for entertainment. And it is fine. Lars Prince, he played like 70 instruments at the same time. No, I know. No, I only, if I recall right, I only have this picture in my mind because one year I was going through, I think it was last year, I was going through all the Super Bowl halftime shows and they were having a medley, whatnot. And I think Prince was in one of those. And that was great, I have to say. If I remember right, it was Purple Rain and it was really raining like crazy. So that's fine. Have you heard any songs by Metallica, Rando? Yes. I think there is no world in where a person that has listened to the radio has not listened at least once to a Metallica song. Metallica is all over the show. Unless you are listening to, I don't know, classic music and they only play Mozart and Beethoven. But if you listen to regular radio, once in your lifetime you have heard it. Do I know a song of them? I don't know, I have only Pink Floyd now in my head, but Metallica, Enter Sandman. Something like that. Nothing else matters. That is the one song. Enter Sandman is more the hard version, and Nothing Else Matters is more the romantic ballad stuff, right? Okay. But there it ends. And they had a Black Album. I don't know why. I think that, but it's for sure right. I'm trying to you need to get a thicker skin, your musical taste. No, there are people that think it's trash, and that doesn't affect how good they are. 100%. And to me, that is absolutely not a problem. I listen to music that people say, okay, that's trash. And I couldn't care less. And that sounds very ignorant, but I mean, I was listening to a song that is called Outside by Stained, a band of the 90s. I think I was listening to that song for half a year in permanent loop. Some people might say, oh my god, that's crazy. Others say, wow, that's very deep. And on the other hand, I was listening to a song of a singer named Halsey for the same period of time. Totally opposite side, let's say, of the spectrum of popular music. I love being silly, absolutely fine. Metallica, Crazy Train. Yellow Submarine. I don't know. I wouldn't call any music trash. I didn't. I just said it sounds so metally that it sounds like it was recorded in a trash can. And this is not that I say the music is trash. Never, 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 never did I say. We need cheese. Cheese. And classical music, I would have to say that Vivaldi is my favorite. You say so. Wait a second. Four Seasons is Vivaldi, right? Yes. Okay. Smetana. I think there was one that I liked by Smetana, but don't ask me which one it was. Why the heck do these artists not have a discography? Because they were not playing disco. Fade to Black was the OG metal ballad. Fade to Black. Oh my goodness. You can't do that to me. You know what you are doing, right? Whenever you say something like that, then of course I'm checking out what it is. Fade to Black. And this is Metallica. I would have assigned this to something else. There was even a movie called Fade to Black. Okay. I don't know. I don't recall this. So, have I bought the cheese? Did I not? I did not. Dang it! All this music talk is, taking away my focus just a little bit. But it's fine. And classic music is really underrated, and if you listen to it, you hear a lot of that is sampled into a lot of music of nowadays. My favorite area is Nessun Dorma. Yes. I will not Google it now. No. I was the same way with somebody I used to know. I had that song almost repeat for a year. I didn't directly relate to it, but something about made it personal to me. 100%, and that's what I say. It is not that you have to be a fan of a certain band to enjoy the music when there is one song that is clicking with you. Not necessarily because of the lyrics or what it's about, but about the vibe or whatnot. I fully get that. And then you can say, okay, Nothing Else Matters is a great song by Metallica. But do I have to listen to all the albums? Do I have to enjoy all the albums when I have their one song on repeat for days or weeks? No, you don't. And that's fine. So that's why music tastes are so different, and that's really crazy to me that some producers think that they can design music that will be successful, and it absolutely is not. And others that are just making good music is super successful. We need ground and blue clean, and taps accept the blue. So ground, blue clean, tabs accept the blue. Why doesn't classical music sound like trash can music to you? Because it's not recorded in the 60s or 70s. You know, someone that is playing a piano can play it today. If that's why I say, if the Beatles would record the music today, maybe it would sound totally different. But there are a lot of bands that are, especially in the 60s and 70s, that were very famous, I would say, at that time. If you're listening to the recordings, it's poor quality of recording. What about remastered music? I mean, is anyone remastering the Beatles? And how? Are they not all dead already? Being open to music can lead to wonderful musical journeys and playlists. 100%. And this is what I also wonder. There are a lot of people that are caught in their music and they say, the music of the 80s was the best. There was never any music better than that. Today's music all suck. They are all just a copy of a copy of a copy. And you can have that opinion because you like the original one. But if you're open to new music, you find some really, really good artists that maybe relate in the same way, that they say, okay, because of my parents and grandparents, whatnot, I listened to the music of the 80s and I got inspired, and now I'm making music that sounds similar or has a piece mixed into the music that I'm listening or that I'm making myself. And that can be awesome. That's why I would never gatekeep any music. I would never say, okay, this is the best. This is the pinnacle of music. Don't listen to anything else. And then you limit yourself because, some bands are not making any good music anymore, and so they won't be as good as they were. The famous music bands that fell off because of time, I would say, for example, are, let's say, Slipknot, for example, because the voice of Corey Taylor fell off all over the years. It's not as good anymore as it was at the start. Same goes with AC/DC. Their music fell off because, if you put too much strain on your voice, it would collapse after some years. Or, what was the one? What is the band called? Oh gosh. Give me a sec, I will find out. I have one song in my mind. We are guessing songs now. What I Have Done. The Transformers song. It was Linkin Park. Yes. You keep silent. You keep it out of your damn mouth. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that the music is bad or whatnot, but if you're listening to the first albums and then you're listening to the latest, you see a difference. You hear it. 80s music was the best. Gino, Metallica, Bon Jovi, Van Halen, The Crew, Dope. Poison. I think you were cursing curses at me. Thank you for that, Nubar. Do you realize AC/DC is still going, right? His voice is fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, as I say, I understand. I understand when people are listening to a certain area and they are so in favor of a lot of music that they say, okay, that's my jam. I fully get that. If you're listening to classic music, you say, okay, this EDM techno music is not my thing. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't want it. Fully understand that. Hard agree, especially if you clarify David Lee Roth Van Halen. Okay. Van Halen. Do. There's no other, just but besides Ozzy. Oh gosh. What can of worms have I opened here? Guns N' Roses. Ha! GNR. Now I know. Yeah, Guns N' Roses is another example of a band that was very famous. It was Purple Rain, not November Rain. November Rain was Guns N' Roses. Purple Rain was Prince. Now I get it. So, Guns N' Roses, they were, at the start, I would say they were kind of good. But if you're listening to the stuff at the end, the latest things, I don't know. And that's okay. I think some musicians, they can be good for a handful of albums, and it's fine if they don't continue with the same stuff, not having the same success that they had in the first place with their first stuff. Unless, of course, you have a very unique fan base that says, we don't care what kind of music you make, we are kissing the floor that you're walking on. So then it doesn't matter. But then it's not about the music. You brought this on yourself, Strummer. Yeah, all the curses, I heard that. Have you guys heard of the Wiggles? They have incredible music. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yes. To travel. Big red car. Gatekeeping music or food or beliefs or whatever is too much effort unless they're affecting me personally. You do whatever you want. Basically, this whole 100%. The pizza mix is too expensive. What? It's $5 buckaroos. And this is how I approach music. That's why I can say, okay, I like this song, I like this music, and I don't understand this or I don't understand that music. Or if I are listening to one band in different times, and I think, okay, is this even the same band? And then sometimes I go down the rabbit hole and I think, okay, what have they changed? So sometimes they are changing, I don't know, the bassist, the guitar, or even the lead singer, and then you say, okay, that makes a difference. I think you can hear it in bands like, as I said, Slipknot. I think they, because of some passing aways, whatnot, they had some members of the band exchanged, and you can hear it beside, of course, as I said, that the voice of the wonderful Corey Taylor took a toll on the drugs and stuff. But there are some other bands as well where you say, okay, they exchanged, I don't know, the drummer. And then you say, oh, wow, that's not the same and so it is really off. We need oil. So buying one of everything is not enough, as we learned. Unless I'm doing it every day. What is not really good? Oil. So... we can all agree that Baby Shark is a banger, though. 100% is, I think, the most listened song in the whole world. And who can say something against that? You don't have to listen to it because you say, "Oh my God, it's so annoying." But it's the most listened, I don't know, clip of all time. So it's okay. It's fine. Of course, there's a certain age group that is more affected by the music than others, but I get it. You know what you do to me. I must go eat dinners. I am less than 3. Thank you so much for the lurk. Now, music is something that is always worth talking about. You have so many different opinions. You get so many different music tastes, and it's always awesome. Orange fries. And I hope that nobody's taking anything personal or holding against me just because I have an opinion. Cheese and fries. It's got to be up there in views with Gangnam Style. No, it's even higher, I think. Most watched music video YouTube. No, they have only. Yeah, Baby Shark Dance has 14.3 billion. Despacito's 8 billion. And where the heck is the Gangnam Style? 5 billion. It's only number 10. So, the Baby Shark Dance has almost as much as Despacito's and Johnny Yes Papa. I don't know what that is. So almost as much as the second and the third together. So this is how dominant this song is. If the number 1 has as much as number 2 and 3 together, that is crazy. To say it in sport terms, imagine your favorite team has as many wins as the second and the third team combined. That's crazy. Despacito, for example, is a song that I understand why people like it. It is not the kind of music that I would say, okay, I can listen to that on repeat. But if you're in a club and it's playing, come on, you gotta hit the dance floor. Like every single person on earth watched that video 3 times. I can tell you, it is not every person that watched it 3 times. It is every person below the age of 2 listened to it 100 times. Children are into that music, or babies, let's say, it's not children. Babies are into this music and nobody can explain why. I can honestly say I contributed to this number. I went on a binge during one of King's stream and listened to a ton of different versions and remixes of Baby Shark. That's absolutely fine. I mean, it's a world famous song, And a lot of artists would like to have such a banger. Imagine that you bring out a song and it gets played 14 billion times. Even if you would get only a penny for each and every one every time it's played. These are $140 million for a single song. Only if you get a single penny. Nobody has safe space, no judging. No, as I said, music is something where you can go down a rabbit hole, and no matter the music. It can be. Were we not buying double sushi? What the heck? Yeah, we have to refill manually. This is not working. What I'm doing here right today. What is Jaws? Came out to Baby Shark. So I got you read. What if Jaws came out to baby sharks? Jaws is a movie that I don't understand. I watched it. I was so bored. But that is no indication about anything, because I am quite quickly bored about movies. That's my gamer brain, unfortunately. I cannot sit there and watch a movie for hours and hours and hours and say, oh yeah, that was awful. If it's not a real banger, then So, Sush, we said. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. From Gangnam Style. Up. Sorry. What's to understand? Big shark kill people. It was essentially a slasher film. Yeah. But even there, people have opinions to say, oh my god, yeah, here, that is so ominous and whatnot. You see nothing in this movie. Everyone is scared about nothing. And yeah, it is one of these iconic movies, I would say, people are referencing to, like, oh my god, that was so gruesome. I watched it and I had no emotions. So, original Jaws was filmed 30 minutes from where I live. Fun fact. You doxed yourself. Don't do that on the internet. Now people will look up where was Jaws filmed. They will draw a circle around that location. And they will go around and will check out everyone. No, and some movies are referenced, especially these old movies are referenced to, like, oh my god, they were such a shocker when they came out and whatnot. And then I watch them and I feel like, why did I do that to myself? I mean, we were talking yesterday about movies and I got cancelled for it, and so what do I have to lose today? I would say nothing. But movies that I watched that did nothing to me and meant nothing to me are all of the Harry Potter movies. Yes, all of them. From the first to the last, trash. So, debate me on that. And you can't, because they were. So, that is how I see that. That was an utter waste of time. 100%. I'm right there with you. Only I've seen one Harry Potter movie, and it was the last one, which ruined the entire series for me. Can never watch the rest now. Okay. So, yeah, so it was not so controversial as I thought. That's fine. Now, I know a lot of people, they enjoy it because of all this fantasy and whatnot that is going on. Absolutely fine. I get it. But I don't know. To me, there was something about the movie where I said, Is it silly? Is it something to laugh about? Is it something to be sad about? I don't get it. You're getting away with it. Holly and Kid aren't here. No, that's no. As I said, I don't want to, be super polarizing, whatnot. But when I talk about movies that I don't get, and they are, tons made of that. I don't know. They made 10, 20 Harry Potter movies. They really squeezed the whole franchise like crazy. And I don't know. I think I was watching each and every one because they were on television. But holy moly. I don't understand. I watched almost all of them during the whole COVID lockdown. I had to stop. It just never pulled me in. Yes, and the worst part about it is I don't really get it. Sometimes I say, okay, it's not for me because I don't like the genre of music, but the movie. So that can be a case that I say, okay, maybe for others, not for me. Like all these spoopy movies. I don't like spoopy movies at all. I don't like spoopy games at all. So then, of course, I cannot have a real fun watching them. So that is obvious. But yeah, with Harry Potter, it's these magical themed stuff. I really thought that I should like that, but it was not clicking with me, not at all. That's why I say I absolutely overrated. I even started to read one of the books because I said, yeah, maybe the books are better than the movies. No. Same tier of trash to me. I put myself out there with you, and I feel the same with Lord of the Rings movies. Just couldn't really get into them. Lord of the Rings, I could get into. But yesterday said, already, holy moly, why the heck are these 3 parts? Why not having one, one movie? Cut out all the boring parts and make one movie that is awesome. Make it 3 hours long, I don't care, but cut out all the boring parts and make it one awesome blockbuster super movie. Same goes with what is the Panem stuff? The Panem movies. Holy moly. They rolled out the crap like, crazy. They also had 3 or 4 movies similar to that. I said, why? We all know it's about, fighting and whatnot, social system critique, blah, blah, blah. Why to make it super long? It makes no sense to me. I was not getting cancelled because of Lord of the Rings. I get some heat when I said that I don't understand why movies have this prequel, sequel stuff going on. I watched the first Lord of the Rings movie and I said, what the heck? You're sitting down, you're putting yourself to, 2 hours or whatever the movie is long. And then it ends on a cliffhanger and you say, and now? Give me part 2. So I watched part 2. So if I judge the movie by itself, then I have to say, without part 2, part 1 is not good. And part 2 is considered the weakest of the 3. So it was more a bridge towards part 3, and holy moly, I fell asleep during part 3, so I had to watch it another time. Ay, 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 ay. We need brown and yogurt. Brown and yogurt, brown and yogurt, brown and yogurt. And yogurt. So, and all of them combined are telling a nice story. Everything is fine. Everything is beautiful. Fine and dandy. But who has the time in their life to sit down 10, 11 hours, whatever it is, to watch them all? I've been here the whole time. You came out only to riot. I just really want the glasses repair spell to work. I just really want the glasses repair spell to work. Glasses repair spell to... Glasses repair is a spell, and you want that to work. Now I understand. Husband and I did one Christmas Eve. Yeah, I know. As I said, I did the same. I was watching them all uncut, or director's cut, whatever the stuff is called. And was spending a whole day sitting there watching the movie and thought, oh my goodness, that's long. Orange juice. But hey, yeah. It is fine, it is fine, it is fine. I know that people like it, and some say, oh, it's not as good as the books, and yada 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 yada. I have never read the books. I only watched the movies, and yeah, maybe something that I also say is some movies are just, acted slowly. They are speaking slowly. They are making dramatic pauses and whatnot. Why can't they speed up? Talk faster. Dang it. Where's the time to watch all 3 movies in one go? I've also never done that with Star Wars. You did it 100%. Yeah, Star Wars, at least there was not this cliffhanger moment. But no, I'm not sure. Was there one with the Death Star thing? I'm not sure if there was a cliffhanger moment, But I would say I didn't feel it because the story was told in an okay manner. Okay, you had to accept that the one guy was frozen there. I don't know. Was it the Solo guy? I think it was Solo that was frozen in whatever that stuff was. Yeah, the Solo guy was it. Random which is moving, muttering, where's the 2x speed button? Dang it. Yes. If it's, I don't know, 5 minutes of action, shooting, car racing, jumping, helicopter flight nonsense, you see me fast forward. If it's people making, I don't know, dramatic pauses after every single second word, I fast forward. I don't have time for that nonsense. Don't tell me it is, oh, that's art style, whatnot. No, it's a waste of time. You have to fill, I don't know, a 90 minutes movie, and you just want to waste my time. I know. It's not good. But if some movies would be brought out nowadays, people would just say, okay, I swipe to the next movie. Nobody got time for that. But you can't, Starfleet captain without... but you can't be a Starfleet captain without dramatic pauses. You can. And every one of you read that in his voice. What? Though, because he's too zoomer to know what fast forward button is. No, I know what fast forward is. If I watch something on YouTube, then I always watch it. Except for music, I always watch it 2 times the speed. Ain't nobody got time to watch something in the regular speed. I do not. And that's okay. And of course, this is a joke. Of course, one could and should have time to watch something in the regular speed. But to me, it's just too boring. And that's okay. And I'm not a zoomer, even though that, of course, I zoom through the games. Zoom, 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 zoom. But I don't know. I think I can see when something is needed to be at a certain speed and when something is just a waste of time or a gap filler or whatnot. One of my old streamers I used to watch it in 2 times for everything. Can't remember who though. One of my old streamers used to watch 2 times of everything. Yeah, I watch everything in 2 times. Some podcasts and whatnot, even faster, if the player allows it. I think it was Rachel. Nah. That is 0.5. Sorry. So. Okay, we need cereals and bread and blue and oil. Do 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 do. Doop 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 doop. So we need more and more, and we have to make a stretch break. You're 100% right. Oh my lord, I almost forgot about having a stretch break on time. And that is no good. That is no good. Doop, doop. Deepish Mode, for example, I understand. Now that I think about it. I think Deepish Mode was 70s or 80s. And when I listen to their music, they are having a certain vibe that I understand. What I don't have with U2, I think they're also 80s. I don't understand any of their music. Even though that it's, of course, high quality recording, to me it is absolute trash. But that's just my opinion. And then I'm not talking about the trash of recording, like, you know, but how I feel about the music. I don't think I can name a single song, though. Of Deepish Mode, no good. And I think Personal Jesus is also one of their songs. And then it stops already. But yeah, I think 80s, 70s, 90s, something around the line they were. Not sure though. Anyway, we will have a little bit of a stretch break as I got told to, and then that is absolutely right because, you know, we gotta stay healthy. Every one of you, stay healthy. So you gotta go and Get your stretches right now. Get your stretches while I order a little bit of candy. Candy. Do. How can 4 boxes of candy be $99.99? This math is not working out at all. It is impossible. Impossible. Unless the prices are not well rounded. Oh, no! I overrode the cake. I have to buy cake now. And while I say that, everyone, grab yourself something to drink, something to snack, whatever you desire. Don't forget to stretch your back, your neck, and your legs. And after a quick break, I will be right back.